Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my art book collection. If you're new to this channel, remember to smash the subscribe button, like this video, and share with your friends. Without further ado, let's get started. You know, I'm a fine arts major student, so sometimes I'll use some books for reference, or I want to kind of take some inspirations from it. As you can tell, here my art book collection is not that many, but I just bought them over the past few years. I still remember when I was in high school. I have both Chinese and also English art books, so I'm going to start from the English book first. So the first book I have is this book. Is called Ways of Seeing by John Berger. So John Berger is a really famous people. I think everyone studying arts must know him. So this book is actually kind of like a very, very impressive book, and I think everyone should read this because it's kind of using John Berger's perspective or opinions to talk about how the ways of seeing changed the way people think about painting and art criticism. So this book totally blows people's minds, and I highly recommend you to read this. It combines different pictures and different classical paintings. It brings so many different new perspective towards ways of seeing art, this thing. Actually, I still haven't finished this, but I highly recommend you guys to buy this book. So another book that I have is Memoir of Vincent van Gogh. This book is actually my friend gave it to me, and she went to New York MoMA, Museum of Modern Art. She bought it as a souvenir for me. It's basically about Vincent van Gogh's story as an artist and how he undergone something or what he experienced before. It's also have different paintings that he made in different period of time. This book is like a pocket size, so when I go out, I can easily to take it out and read it. So another book, I'm not sure, is it everyone knows it? It's called 101 Things to Learn in Art School by Kit White. This book, I bought it in the National Gallery of New South Wales in Sydney, Australia. I think I bought it there. Obviously, talking about 101 things to learn in art school. I still remember when I bought this book, I was a freshman at college in university. Why I want to buy this book is actually kind of helped me to clarify what do I want to learn in art school, what do I want to learn as a fine arts major student. In every page, Kit White used different words or kind of like a short sentence to begin with a very brief explanation, and also paintings and sketching to explain what he thought. I think this book is very short but useful. Especially, I always feel like even though I'm at college right now, but I still think I know nothing about art. Sometimes I get lost. I just want to read a book that can help me to think clearly. Next is this one, is Sketch, the Non-Artist's Guide to Inspiration, Technique, and Drawing Daily Life by Franz Neil Ben Stone. I don't know how to read the author's name. So basically, it's all about sketching, like the techniques of sketching, what kind of things you need to use for going out and sketch. So it says it's a non-artist guide, so I think it's pretty easy to understand. It's also quite easy to learn. It has a bunch of different illustration and sketching. Just helps you have a more clear idea how to sketch, kind of like a tutorial guide something. So this book is very thick, right? It's year 46 Art Basel. It collects different artworks in Art Basel in the year of 46. The reason why I bought this book is because I think it has a lot of gallery and different artworks, so I can kind of take some inspirations from it. Because sometimes, you know, being an art student is really not easy. You need to think a lot of ideas. I just want something to help me to brainstorm. Another book that I have is this New York sketchbook. This New York sketchbook is actually collect a lot of watercolor painting of New York, the city. I really like watercolor, so I think this book, I really enjoy the image and all those watercolors painting inside. I don't know why this book makes me feel like I am reading someone's sketchbook. I like the texture of the paper. It's just like watercolor paper, and it makes me want to flip on it and then kind of like having a tour on somebody's sketchbook, which is pretty nice. So right now I'm going to introduce my other art books, but it's Chinese version. I'm just gonna go briefly. So this book is called Back to the Scenery Once More. It's actually about photography, but it's more like a story. The author who wrote this book is actually a photographer. Those images were took while he was studying abroad in the United States. I'm kind of resonate with it. I really enjoy the photos that he took inside this book, and it also combines all the stories that he gone through, or like what's the author's observations towards United States, or like somebody. This book is actually one of my favorite books so far. Personally, I like photography, you know. So another book is this book is 101 Things to Learn in Art School, also by Kate Weiss, but this one is the translated version. They are the same but in different languages. Another art book that I have is these two books. So basically they are also about some letters. These two books collected all those letters that Vincent van Gogh wrote when he was still alive. So I just want to, through his letter, to know more about him as a person, and also how he thought about art and what he experienced it. Okay, another book that I have is Illustration 2018. This book basically collected different illustrators' work. This is also one of my favorite art books from all those books that I have right now, because I can see different styles illustration, and also I can kind of like learn from it. It collects 150 illustrators' work, so I think it's pretty nice. Like each illustrator had around like 2 pages to showcase their work in this book. They also have the illustrators information, like their websites, email, what tools they use, a profile, and also like Twitter account something. If I'm interested in one of the illustrators, I can just take a look of their Twitter. Like on this page, this is like one of my favorite illustrator, so I pretty enjoy the work that she's done. So these are some of my art book collections. If I introduce more, this video gonna be so long, so I'm just gonna stop here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, like this video, and share with your friends. If you have any comments, you can just write it on the comment section. I will see you guys on the next video.